Okay, for today, I figured I would, since there's just a lot of events they gave out for this little update, I figured I'd take some time to just go through them myself and just have some fun getting them done and whatnot. At least for the first half of today, but yeah. I already did earlier basically the tutorial for this one, so we'll start off with this one for now. Going on little movie dates. Very snazzy interior they made for this place.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Let's go see a movie. Can I watch the film called The Heartbeat here? Oh, so you're interested in the movies here? Not quite. Sokaku couldn't stop crying after seeing it last night. She hid in her room all night without sleeping, so Yanagi and Haramasa went to comfort her this morning. This movie must be exceptionally thrilling, capable of evoking the deepest fears within one's heart. Watching it will surely prove a form of spiritual training that can temper one's mind. As a warrior, I rarely feel fear, but one can only achieve breakthroughs by cutting through one's fears. It's gonna be pretty different from that. I understand. I trust you. Now let's go get tickets. The Heartbeat, huh? Miyabi looks excited. That's great. I mean, seriously, really, what are with these little full-on couple seats here? Those paired up there like 2 and the 2?
I see. I guess I misunderstood. You don't need to worry about me. I still have time to stick to the plan today.
Hopefully her ears don't bother with the people sitting behind her.
Proxy, I appreciate you being honest about my mistakes, just like Yanagi. I hope you can always be like this.
Of course, Miyabi. We're not going anywhere.
I will.
So intimate. So close. Searching mother follows with a faint heartbeat, treading the verge of danger. Before the film is even halfway through, muffled sobs can be heard. You suddenly feel something near your hair. Turns out it's Miyabi's ears drooping towards you. Wait, is it something that thyroids can actually do? No, now that's not the time to think about that. Miyabi doesn't seem a bit dazed. You suddenly realize that this movie is about a mother and son relationship. Maybe it was a mistake to watch this movie with Miyabi?
Sorry. I lost myself for a second. I hope I didn't bother you.
This one...
Are you wondering how regular people could safely enter the Hollow to find their children?
She's doing alright.
Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. Putting yourself in danger is never smart. They should leave dealing with Hollow disasters to us, along with the Hollow Investigative Association. But the rules don't work the same way for moms.
Yeah, when you become a parent, all that matters is your own child's safety. Better not continue with the topic. Well, about the peculiar device in the footage.
I know you're worried about me. I'm fine. Today's training is good.
You're so close. My goodness. These are just full-on dates at this point.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the Hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
This is also kind of relevant to the story, too.
Only what she sees with her own eyes is real.
With the way that left off the cliff, with the way the chapter left off.
The child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Child is once again taken by the Hollow, and the mother's situation becomes even increasingly precarious with the atmosphere. Unlike tense atmosphere His face shows unwavering determination.
Really? Maybe that mother is inspiring me. Even with all the danger along the way,
Is she blushing?
she's discovering her wisdom and strength at lightning speed. So they're going to be okay.
You finished watching The Heartbeat with Hoshimi Miyabi. The film maintains a tight pace while being heartwarming and highlighting the greatness of motherly love through the perilous hollows. Truly touching. We do have the pink filter around us, so... Only as the movie ended did Miyabi finally breathe a sigh of relief. Perhaps I picked a film that made her... Even though I'm not sure, I should try to apologize.
I want to watch scary movies. It's necessary training. Other than that, I don't have a preference. Maybe because I haven't seen as many as you, I still don't know what I like.
Almost had it perfect. But good enough already, got the top rank.
Guided by a faint heartbeat, she finds her way through the intertwined hollow and emerges from an abyss of despair. Being a mother seems to take priority.
This music
over
too,
every
man,
other
they're
role.
really just going all in with this.
I've met a lot of moms, and they're all like that. Thanks for watching this with me. Now I understand why Sokaku cried.
And then they totally did not kiss afterward. Like, just, my goodness, that was so close and intimate. Miyabi? Great. Miyabi's ears wiggle slightly. She must be deeply moved. The hardships along the way were heartwarming, heart-wrenching, but thankfully the mother and son were reunited in the end. A movie with a happy ending, how wonderful. I'm happy to hear you liked it. Indeed, I did. If another opportunity presents itself, let us watch it again. But not for training. I just want to experience that unwavering strength once more. How nice. Now that the movie's over, I should take my leave. Oh, before I go, there's something else I'd like to ask you. Do Bangbus have heartbeats too? Spiritually. Actually, I saw a motionless Bangbu on my way here. It looked like a melon that had fallen from the vine. I thought it was just tired. The Bangbu in our section sometimes rest like that too. But thinking about it now, its condition seemed off somehow. Sounds like there might have been a malfunction. If Bangbu had a heartbeat, would fixing that malfunction lift its spirits again? No problem. Alright, in that case, I remember where I last encountered it. Let's go there. What's going on, little guy? You need a hand? This is it. Leave it to me. Doing this one. I get it. Cool. I like these puzzles. They're not too hard, and they're neat. After all, the Bangboo stands up. Huh? Where am I? What just happened? We found you lying motionless on the roadside. I remember now. I was out grocery shopping for Master when I suddenly got hit by a bicycle from behind. After that, thank you for saving me. My master is quite elderly by human standards, and without me, she'd not only go hungry at night, but would also have to sleep all alone. Looks like you did a good deed. Kind saviors, as much as I'd love to chat more with you all, I have shopping to get back to. Thank you once again. Who the heck would hit a Bangboo and just leave it to be? Heartless person. A heart once halted beats once more under warm hands. What a nice feeling. Fortunately, watching the movie brought back memories of that incident, and you were there with me too. That's the magic of cinema for you. Yes, I was. It's getting late. I should head back. Next time we meet, how about you introduce me to some of your favorite movies for a change? It's a promise then. Thank you for the lyric. After seeing Miyabi off, time really flew by. It's already evening. You wonder if their theater's showing any new movies at this hour. Might as well go check it out. Ah, that one. That lady. Elfie, right, that was her name.
Why, hello there, manager from across the street.
Hey, Elfie! You here for the first 100 tickets too?
First 100 tickets? I'm not sure what you mean. Ah, the promo event from the poster outside. No, I'm not really here for the event. Just wanted to catch a movie. That's all.
Is anything new showing today?
No, not exactly. Actually, I come here once a month.
It's been a while since I've been to the movies myself. I meant to go see that new Captain America movie, but never got around to it. Last movie I saw was the Sonic 3 movie.
The same movie? Every month? It must be a nostalgic one for you, huh?
It's not just about nostalgia. Bardic Needle's selection has its unique
There's a new Jurassic
flavor,
Park movie
but
coming
the
out that I'm
flavors
planning on
of
seeing, though,
music are a
definitely.
tricky thing to grasp. Sometimes I like to draw inspiration from different things. Besides, your store actually has a copy of this film, but funnily enough, I don't have a videotape player, so I have to come here to watch it. Ever heard of Coffee Mate?
Of course! It's pretty popular at the store. The one about the love story between a human and a coffee machine, right?
That's the one.
So they have their own version of the Her movie here.
Songs you hear, some melodies just stick with you. No matter how many
I
drinks you
suppose in a
try,
world like this where
there's
there are
always a
actual
special one you keep
Intellitrons,
going
then
back to.
a movie like that wouldn't be
This
so
movie is
strange,
the
I
same
guess.
for me.
Out of the ordinary. Unlike
It's
nowadays in
been
the real
ages
world,
since I watched
where
it.
it's just kind of pathetic
Seeing
to
it
see
again
people
at the cinema
actually
sounds
falling
like
in
a
love and
great
chatting with
idea.
AI's girlfriends.
Perfect. Then let's watch it together. I usually watch movies alone, but having company should be interesting. Especially for this film. I'm really looking forward to it.
Sounds good. It's like you read my mind.
Splendid. Let's grab our tickets and head in.
Alright then.
Enjoy the movie magic.
I don't know if I get to see a movie with Vivian still. I'm kind of hoping, banking on that one. Let's go with Coffee Mate. I don't know how different it feels watching a movie with someone else. It is a real cozy theater. That headpiece is definitely gonna block someone's view behind. A real soft spot for this movie. Could it be something about the film that she really likes? The movie isn't about music. As for the coffee, that's more like Tin Master's alley, isn't it? Come to think of it, she's always been interested in intelligent constructs. The things she likes about must be... relationship?
You have sharp eyes, manager. You see what my heart desires before I see it myself. Seems you excel at reading other people's thoughts. But don't worry, I don't mind that at all.
Are you hinting at some Elfie Tin Master romance going on, possibly? That'll certainly be interesting. Faced with Angela's fierce advances, Mr. Rob the Coffee appears somewhat clumsy, seemingly confused by such enthusiasm. Elfie seems lost in thought. Could she have some new revelations? She rarely expresses her opinion. Should I take this as a chance to ask her?
My thoughts? I was just reminded of some past experiences and realized I'm somewhat similar to Mr. Rob. But why are you so concerned with my thoughts?
Usually kind of mysterious.
You think I'm mysterious? That's rather unexpected.
Well, you do double as a disk drive maker, so you got some mystery to you.
Art a habit of yours or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
That's the voice. I guess to each their own.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
Mr. Rob gradually embraces the emotions as love drips into each cup of coffee, subtle yet rich.
What do you think of their relationship?
Elfie must approve of their relationship, seeing as she really treasures the movie. How should I respond? Yes.
You can be pretty childish sometimes. please, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that in a bad way. Rather, I feel you're so genuine, both in your taste in music and in the words you speak.
I certainly try to be. The movie tone suddenly darkens, and in that hazy moment, Elfie's arms accidentally brushes against yours. The ice-cold sensation lingers briefly before vanishing without a trace. You finish watching the movie.
No matter how many times I watch it, I never get tired of it. It's endlessly enjoyable.
We all have movies like that. I thought you were only into music.
People are complicated. I'm sure you have secrets others don't know, right, manager?
Or a movie I could just watch 100 times over and not get tired of.
Just like tuning.
Something older
we
that would
show
be
different
nostalgic.
sides of ourselves, depending on who we're with.
Maybe the first Iron Man movie.
With you,
You're the start of an era
I
back one.
suppose I'm just the owner
So I guess it is
of
kind of special in that way.
Nothing more.
It is a good movie still. Elfie seems to think we've grown distant, but the truth is... Liza and I both think she's an important neighbor and friend, so we should tell her about this. That's quite damning. Dare I? Ooh, that was correct.
Considering your good intentions, there's no way I could refuse.
Gravity
How do you
soulmates.
go
Wow.
about such a thing?
That's
I don't
that's
have
big.
much experience with situations like this.
Let's start with
Great.
movies.
I'm looking forward to another chance to watch a movie with you, manager.
Guess it means I do gotta go back to the others two. I didn't know there's a top ranking. I thought
I don't have
Hmm.
any particular movie in mind. If you have any recommendations, manager, please share them with me. I trust your tastes.
Gravity soulmates.
The intimate bond between machine and human is a unique theme, and the cinematography captures it perfectly. Like a long, fragrant melody is something that lingers in the mind.
Clearly I did not... Had the wrong assumption at the start there for that one. What's on your mind? What's nothing. If I had to say, it's that feeling of complete satisfaction and relaxation. That was a great movie. I could come back tomorrow and watch it again. No, I should control myself. Maybe next month. You really love this movie, huh? You really do like digging into secrets, don't you, manager, next door? But since we both know a few of each other's secrets, it's only natural that we understand each other a little better, right? Then please try to learn as much as you can. Then, manager next door, I've got a question for you. Humans are born into this world with a place for them naturally in it. Machines, however, are given their place by someone else. In other words, a machine's purpose can be denied by its creator, and even in its sense of self can be copied. So how should something artificially made, like machines, find its place in this world, and accept that its existence is valid? That's certainly a heavy question. Please forgive me, I don't know why, but whenever our eyes meet, I just feel like teasing you a little. I don't know which parameter controls that. So, what's your answer? It's a mark of time, because... Right now, Miss Elfie, you're one of a kind. So that's what you think. Oh, which movie is this cool from, Belle? That's a great line. Just something that I felt in the moment. I like it, so please continue to carry on these traces of space and time. Keep proving again and again that Elfie exists here and now. Still not sure. What's up? The melody swirls around me, but I just can't catch it. I'm so close. Just a bit more and I'll be able to figure out what type of disc that new import is. How do you go about deciding on the sound when I'm indecisive? Find a quiet spot for Elfie to gather her thoughts. Maybe a riverside nearby. So busy with so many dates. Manager, what did you bring me here for? White noise. Is that so? I didn't expect you to get music lesson from you, manager. Elba closes her eyes and begins to think. Since the topic came up, he decides he'll also take a moment to contemplate with Elfie. Manager. Sorry, zoned out. Don't worry, I've got it all figured out. The way you didn't hesitate to help me find the inspiration, manager, it was really... Sweet, mellow, refreshing. Anyway, I decided on the sound I want. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me today, manager. He gently plucks the leaf off your head and gives you a graceful bow and walks away. Today's movie experience was pretty good. Time to catch the VIP card level. Seems like a few more screenings are needed for an upgrade. Time to watch more Boo movies. Bring someone else along is always nice, but there's something about watching them alone, too. Caesar!
What are you gonna see this time?
Now I feel the need to go over these ones and perfect them, but I can do that later. Okay. Right, let's go see a movie with Caesar. Well, whole building just for watching movies. Every time I come here, I can't help but thinking that you city folks live mighty fancy. Thanks for the invite, Proxy. Lucy has been nagging me nonstop about out-of-ring stuff these past few days, and my ears are growing calluses. Being a little worse tough work, huh? Come on, I'm just the acting overlord. Anyway, heard there's been a lot of movies done screening here lately. Got any recommendations? How about a romance movie? What? Come on, just pick whatever you like. Well, I do like romance. Caesar's trying to play cool, but she's actually pretty happy. Though Caesar comes to the store to rent romance movies all the time, she still seems a bit uneasy at the cinema. How can I break the ice without making things awkward?
Me too. Wait. You're not just saying that because you think I'd be embarrassed, are you?
Nah, of course not.
Don't worry. I won't hide anything from my bestie.
Bestie, yeah. In front of the outdoor screen, the male and female leads meet again. As the theme song plays, both of them smile shyly. Caesar's immersed in the plots and smiles as well, while the couple sitting is nearby snuggling up to one another.
Not gonna lie, I think the parts where they were dancing around their feelings were more interesting.
Those parts are always fun.
Is this what they mean when they say the process is more important than the results?
Having a cute little dynamic is fun.
I've never really had the chance to discuss these kinds of movies with anyone before. It feels really nice to be here, watching a movie I like while chatting together with you.
It finished before I even realized. Just like all the other films. Oh, if only these moments could last forever. I don't know how to say goodbye to you. I just can't.
Then don't. Let's be together for the rest of our lives.
How dramatic. The two finally get back together, making a lifelong promise beneath the night sky streaked with shooting stars. Everyone kind of feel a little emotional, especially Caesar, who can't hold back her tears. Seems like she's no doubly resistance to these kind of movies. Can she even be seen screaming through all those tears? Maybe I should help her out gently. I feel like she'd think I'd be making fun if I did that one, so.
Thanks, Proxy.
Aw, Caesar. After stopping for a while, Caesar finally calms down.
That felt worse than having nitro fuel poured in my eyes.
Caw.
You city folks really know how to mess someone up with a movie.
You finish watching the outdoor cinema with Caesar. The film weaves together the characters' destinies through open-air screenings, telling a miraculous, romantic journey.
Oh, what a great movie! And after having a good cry, I feel so refreshed and energized.
That's so out of
Time
ring.
to just let it out. After all the
Absolutely, it
different
feels
types of
great to
movies
cry
I've seen,
sometimes.
romances are always the one that get the most tears out of me. But it doesn't matter.
For me, it's always
if
those
a
family bond
comedy or
movies
a
about
tragedy.
found family and stuff that always
They
can
all
get me to
hit
cry
differently.
easily. But real life romance isn't usually that touching or exciting. I wonder what Caesar thinks about that.
What do I think about it? Well, in movies and comics, couples always go shopping, watch movies, go on rides together.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much what we're doing. Jesus Christ.
That's true. When you put it that way, I guess couples are kind of like friends too.
Just that kiss sometimes.
Even though my eyes were all blurred with tears, nothing beats a good old happy ending.
Absolutely. Happy endings are the best.
But it felt like it ended a little too fast. Would have been nice if we got a glimpse of their life afterward.
Yeah, sometimes I want that too. A little more epilogue.
Sorry I used up all your tissues. Again.
Ah, that's nice. Man, that was so touching. Wish I could wipe my memory clean, watch it all over again. Yeah, I've had that feeling plenty of times. Yeah, all those great works. Just imagine how amazing it'd be if I could forget them all and read them again. Man, that'd be something else. But you know, the first watching experience is precious too. Even if we start over, it wouldn't be the same, would it? After all, watching movies with a good friend like you, that feeling of one of a kind, not something you'll get back once it's gone. Don't worry though, can't promise you much else, but I'll never forget how I felt today. Me neither. Orchetta. No extra little event for Caesar. Oh, hello. You're an interesting looking one. I think weren't you drip market recently? Didn't you have an umbrella? Something about like a spooky shop or something? That's a cute little bag she's got. Or is that alive? I think that might be alive. But Yuzu, huh? You're cute. I like your outfit. Hey, Orchetta, what's up?
My nose never fails me. That subtle fragrance. I knew it could only be you.
Hey, Miss Orchidea. What brings you to the movies today?
Orchidea
As a
outfit.
shop owner in Lumina Square, I take it upon myself to stay aware of any changes happening around here.
Whoa, that's dedication. Guess I should start paying more attention to what's new on 6th Street, too.
I caught a scent in the air and decided to come and check on things.
A scent? Ah, right. You do run dew gardening. It must have been a rare fragrance. Maybe something you've never smelled before?
Not quite. Just the smell of popcorn and hot dogs.
My movie theater does make good hot
Unlike
dogs.
the delicate flowers I grow, these scents tell a different kind of story, one full of thrill and excitement.
Sounds like your movie tastes are pretty different from what people might expect based on your appearance.
Oh? Perhaps. I've heard the manager of Random Play has quite the eye for movies.
Would make
Maybe you
sense
can
since they work with
guess
movies.
Which one's to my liking? What do you think? Care to take a guess?
Challenge accepted. If I think the opposite of what I'd expect, I'm guessing it's a thriller? Like The Big Hollow?
Oh my, a bold choice. Would you really watch something so scary with a lady on your first outing to the cinema? But
Well, if you get
guessed
scared, then you
right.
can just hold on to her.
You must have keen instincts after giving
That's a classic
customer
tactic, isn't it?
suggestions at Random Play after all these years.
You're too nice. Since I guessed it, how about we watch The Big Hollow together as a reward?
You sure don't hold back. If this were the old days before I started running dew gardening, I would probably be impressed by your candor.
Really now?
Sure, we can watch it together, but not as a reward, simply because I want to watch it together with you. Besides,
Aw.
I like your scent. Come on then. Movies wait for no one.
Let's go.
Enjoy the movie magic!
Stick to your instincts. Choose the Big Hollow. I'll be waiting until you made your choice. I wonder what actually happens if we choose a different movie, though. I don't think I ever noticed those little buds on the back of her head. Who'd have thought that Orchidea's into thrillers?
What's wrong? You look surprised.
I was kind of surprised you're into such intense movies, is
Have
all.
you ever seen a black iris?
Sounds pretty.
The petals are a deep black color, but when it blooms, the stamen is a vibrant yellow. Like flowers, people can surprise you in unexpected ways. Come to think of it, when we first met, I said you looked just like flower number 164 from my shop. But what do you think of me?
Well, that's... I can't think of anything. Wait, isn't Orchidea the name already a flower? Seems like a trick question, but...
So that's what you think?
Ha!
People always say the name reflects the person, and indeed, a name can influence the impression one leaves on others. Looks like my name gave you an opportunity to be clever with your answer.
It was right there. Orchid, Orchidea. That is what I honestly think, though.
I'm just kidding.
An unforeseen Great Hollow gradually devours the city, as etherealized residents attack defenseless survivors. Even in the face of something horrifying scenes, Orchidea's expression doesn't change for an instant slightest.
Are you concerned by my reaction? Do you want me to
Hey, in the
look
back
more
there.
surprised?
In the back there. That's the other character they
Maybe
were
hasn't
teasing
quite reached
before.
that point.
Drip marketing. Apparently she's a friend of Lucy's. Orchidea seems to keep her cool no matter what. Oh, I'm very curious.
Are you really scared?
Ah, darn.
Your words and tone don't quite match up. But I suppose getting scared should be part of the fun when watching a horror movie. Seems like I've ruined the mood.
Darn.
It is rare to be at a showing where we can actually talk during the movie, so I should probably be a bit more involved.
I kind of felt like that was the wrong choice, but I went for it anyway.
It's breathing. It's alive! Turn off the flashlight, now! It's reacting to the light. Careful! Hold my hand and don't look down.
Some people have already gotten scared and left, probably because the horror film is rather true to life. Because who knows, maybe we'll wake up one day and find out a hollow at our doorsteps. Something seems up with the girl nearby. She's caught up in a seat, trembling and breathing heavily. Should I ask her what's wrong? Not sure if I should be of any comfort, though.
Are you worried about that girl?
Together? Orchidea gently reassures it works well. Once the girl comes down, Orchidea leads her out of the theater. Shortly after, she returns alone as if nothing had happened. Is the girl okay?
Don't worry. She's okay now. The movie just brought back some bad memories for her. She was once lost in a hollow with no one to rescue her. She thought she'd already moved on from that memory, but it seems that it still haunts her.
Imagine there's a lot of people like that.
I've been through something similar myself. In a way. Maybe I'm still going through it now.
Orchidea's face still carries a smile, but is she really as calm as her appearance suggests? If there's any way I can help... I know it sounds presumptuous of me, but if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to let me know.
That's very thoughtful of you. I really appreciate it. I'll let you know if I ever need anything.
You finish watching The Big Hollow with Orchidea. It's more of a disaster film rather than a typical thriller. The ending freezes over a white flower blooming along the ruins, sweeping into the dark tone that's built up through the film.
That was very interesting. I really enjoyed the movie you chose.
Flower shops and thrillers, huh? I like flower shops and thrillers, but they don't really go together, I thought.
There are more similarities than you might think.
Can't imagine what they have in common. Maybe ask her to explain?
Sure. The main characters in these films are always resilient. No matter the challenges or dangers they face, they never lose hope. Just like a flower growing from a crack in the stone. So beautiful and incredibly precious. Isn't
Looks
that how
things can grow
humanity was
anywhere.
built? Everyone's as fragile as a flower and just as beautiful. Dew Gardening has always provided such customers with flowers. And you're one of its most important patrons.
How wholesome. I didn't mess up that one,
The main
but oh
character
well.
kept watch over the makeshift camp and offered refuge to the lost survivors. Such determination feels so small when faced with the hollows, like the morning dew beneath the scorching sun. Yet, it's filled with hope, like the new moon emerging in the evening light. Disasters often give birth to new life. But if I had a choice, I wouldn't want it to happen like this. You picked a great movie. Thanks.
Yeah, she has such a nice voice. Overall, it's not bad, but the details were full of flaws. The director's depiction of the reality inside the hollow is filled with speculation, and the portrayal of the ethereals is downright fantastical. The investigation in the films don't follow any of the current operational protocols. The director sacrificed too much plausibility for the sake of the plot. You're quite knowledgeable about these topics, huh? Don't you think some ethereals look like flowers? As a manager of Dew Gardening, I can't help but notice details like that. There was that one ethereal flower we got in that last little event. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, this movie was super sloppy with the details. But you seem really flushed and were into it. Is that so? Or could I touch her cheek? Oh, how ironic. The one who creates the things to be admired is now the one being admired. I got caught off guard. Don't think I'll let you off so easily, dear customer. How about next time you show me your favorite movie's genre? No problem. Can I have a favor to ask, if you don't mind? Dew Gardening is nearby. Would you mind walking with me back? Of course. Right on over here. Barely a stone's throw away. Please, take it. An incense oil. I like this scent. I think it suits you perfectly. Passionate and sincere, but also secretive. Like I said earlier, watching the movie together doesn't really count as a proper thank you. Thank you very much. You've been reading my mind all day, so let me return the favor. That'll make us even. After saying that, Orchidea gives a slight bow and begins preparing for the shop for business. Surprisingly, she's quite mischievous. Or mysterious. It's already evening. Time sure flies by. You wonder if the theater has any new movies showing out this hour. Might as well go check it out. Ah, you know, huh? Coco.
Oh, so many people. I think I'm gonna pass out.
I don't think I've ever heard your voice before.
Hey there. Aren't you Coco from Richard T. Milk?
Huh? Do you know me?
Just a customer.
Yeah, we've met before. But I guess that's beside the point. I'm friends with all movie lovers.
Could it be someone like a movie buff? Speaking of which, I think I've seen them running around Lumina Square before. They were being followed by some sketchy-looking people. But this person looks very mini-tarable. They must be a really, really nice person.
You speak strangely a bit.
Let me explain what happened. We had extra movie tickets at the shop from the promo sale earlier. I didn't want them to go to
Are those
waste, so I
donut
kept
bracelets?
them
That's so
in.
cute.
I even did some research beforehand. But once I got here, my mind just blanked. I can't remember what movie I was supposed to watch. So anyway, please help me out, movie buff.
Movie buffs aren't superheroes, you know. But I'll help you figure out which movie you wanted to watch. Do you remember what kind of movie it was?
Yeah. If I had to describe it, it's like a hot drink. Full sugar. It tastes smooth and gentle, making you feel like you're floating in the air. Oh, and with a hint of minty freshness and marshmallow sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Are you sure you're talking about a movie?
Oh, and blackberries. A surprising twist, but I really like it too.
Minty, smooth, and blackberry, huh?
Warm, minty, marshmallows, and blackberries. I think these are related to the colors of the movie poster and the emotions you felt. I got it! It's Dreamland Journey.
My memory's coming back. That must be the one. I knew I could count on you, movie buff.
Why is this movie starting to make me hungry?
Why don't we watch it together? I've still got extra tickets.
Of course.
I sure
Let's
wouldn't
get a
mind getting to
taste
know
of the movie
Coco
together.
better.
Enjoy the movie magic.
The movie hero can't be wrong. Go ahead and pick Dreamland Journey. I believe in you. Dreamland Journey, huh? While waiting for the film to start, Coco's already broken her record for the longest time she's gone without drinking tea milk. Dreamland Journey is amazing. So you can be interested in things other than tea milk, huh?
What? What's wrong with that? One of our regulars often shares her favorite movies with me. She said she really enjoyed this one. She always orders my favorite tea milk, so I'm sure I'll like this movie as well, right?
Using similar tea milk preferences as a basis for deciding on the movie. I'm kind of envious of how simple Coco's order is. But the customer also talked with Coco about other movies that like this. There must be something about the film itself that made Coco choose it.
It was probably the flavor. The poster looked like a full sugar mint tea milk.
You mean the color of the poster?
Sorry, you misunderstood. Full sugar means the movie is cheerful, and mint refers to the movie's fresh color palette.
Uh-huh. I'll try to remember that.
Maybe that's not so clear either. Let me think. For example, the movie Family would be the flavor of coffee caramel tea milk.
So Final Punch would be probably like a nitro-fueled tea milk?
Exactly! Amazing! I knew you'd get it right away. By the way,
I've never actually had tea milk or boba before. Not really much my thing.
I'm sure you'll like it.
Thanks a lot.
And let's enjoy the drinks and movie together.
It's got real Totoro vibes. Leon stumbles into a mysterious world in Norland, and with the help of little good friends, her adventure begins. The plot's not very original, but the film is full of childlike innocence and hope. Coco would probably like this.
Sorry, I ran out of tea milk way sooner than I expected. I think I'm gonna pass out.
After taking care of Coco, you rush to the vending machine outside the theater and grab a tea milk and return. Expected Coco instantly perks up after drinking it. You must be made of tea milk, Coco.
Not at all. I just needed to replenish some sugar. Besides, the tea milk they sell here isn't even full sugar. If I'd known I was going to cause you trouble, I'd have brought a couple more drinks.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore.
Maybe like an Alice in Wonderland type of Totoro. Alice in Totoro.
That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
That's nice. Nothing wrong with believing in fantasy like that. Dreamland scenes keep coming one after another. Before you know it, you've been watching them for quite a while. The movie seems to be much longer than most films. Just as you're starting to feel thirsty, your foot kicks a paper bag. It seemed like Coco gave you earlier. You're not completely forgot. But you don't even think about when Coco was dizzy earlier. You notice that although Coco's still focused on the movie, she keeps fidgeting with her empty tea milk cup. And you hand her yours.
Huh?
Want some?
For me? Really?
Of course, you can have it. Go ahead.
Hmm.
She's adorable. Coco quickly drinks half of the tea milk. By the time she hands back the cup, she already seems to be feeling much better. You finish watching Dreamland Journey with Coco. Fairy tale that Lillian wrote her after returning from the Dreamland, overcoming so many obstacles, is truly inspiring. What do you think, Coco?
It's not mint. It's matcha. And with extra milk. As for the sugar... Oh, sorry. I accidentally described the movie using drinks again.
I think it was a full sugar.
Yeah, see? You totally get it. Some customers say full sugar is for kids, but many adults prefer it too.
I definitely like my sugar high.
That satisfied look on customers' faces when they drink a full sugar tea milk. Just watching them makes me even happier than drinking it myself.
Well said.
Thank you. Not many people compliment me. Though it wasn't mint, milk matcha flavor is pretty great too. And the taste at the end was completely different from the beginning. It was a bit like condensed milk, with a hint of red bean in there too. It was a delicious movie.
How sweet. Wow, that was an amazing ice cream with condensed milk experience. You mean totally sweet? Sorry, I carried with the weird rambling again. My friends will hate me if I keep going on about tea milk. But anyway, thank you so much. It was so much fun, such a fun movie experience. So next, seem you have something on your mind. Actually, it's because the movie ended earlier than I expected. My coworker at Source said leave today's ship to me, Coco, just go and have fun. But now I've got free time and no clue what to do with it. We can hang out for a bit. Okay, let's run around together then. You and Coco aimlessly went around Lumina Square, casually joking about people's outfits and the ads flashing on the big screen. It was a lot of fun. So, Bill, we're friends now, right? We should hang out again, yeah. You really are a mini taro ball kind of person. Thanks, but what exactly is a mini taro ball person? Mini taro ball person is just like a condensed milk tea person. Why's Coco getting all shy? And what kind of person is a condensed milk tea person anyway? Yeah, it's getting late. Time to send Coco back to Richard's tea milk. Hit me up next time you want to catch a movie, okay? My senior said she'd help me watch the stores as many times as she needed. Yeah, this is the place. Thanks so much for keeping me company today. Ah, what's up? I remember now. I remember where I've seen you before. A few days ago, you walked by with someone super unique looking and you even brought them a tea milk. Wait, were they a guy or a girl or maybe a Tharian? A few days ago, don't quite remember. Now that I can think about it, I always see you strolling around the square with someone super eye-catching. Don't tell me, could it be? Why are you suddenly breathing so heavily? Could it be you actually you're actually real like tea milk? Pardon? Coco scampers back to the station and starts working her magic on various devices. Here, take it. This is my secret recipe. Don't mind if I do then. How is it? Love it. That's great. That's weird. Excuse me, that's strange. Why does my chest feel all weird, like I just drank spicy tea milk? My heart won't stop pounding, and what's going on with me? There's spicy tea milk as a thing? Sorry, I'm gonna make 2 more iced tea milks. I need to cool off. Speaking fluently just moments ago, but now she's stumbling over her words. Maybe we're supposed to give her some moments to recover. Today's movie experience was quite the roller coaster. Let's see who else is around to watch a movie with. Anby! And Haramasa, I guess.
Enjoy the movie magic.
These are fun. I like these a lot. Guess I'll do one of these real quick. Do a solo movie. Okay, don't hit those ones.
The story begins.
Thankfully it doesn't demote you at all for hitting a wrong button. Or like hitting a blank space, and then demote you for that. Da, 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 da.
Here we go!
I never watched movies so intensely before.
Wanna watch it again?
These are fun. S plus. I'll do one more and then see if there's anyone else around.
The story begins.
Oh, I've got 3 buttons now. Ah, darn. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I feel like I could hear this music in a Sonic Mania type game and be totally fit. Like some early stage garden level or something.
I want to see more.
Nah, that one mess up. Okay. Guess we'll see Haramasa first, since we've been going with a lot of girls so far. Might as well see what the guys are up to. I'm sure Last Flight's screening here, right? Sure, but this is a romance movie, you know? Hey, now, I never said I dislike romantic movies, though I haven't watched a ton of them either. But since we seldom hang out, might as well give it a romance flick shot, right? Who knows, we might be pleasantly surprised. Movie dates, movie dates. Da, 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 da. So, how do you watch movies, Haramasa? Having a nice melody. Seems to be a good mood. Kinda cute. I heard the movie's a real tearjerker, especially the ending. Gets a lot of people crying. Haramasa seems like the type who's pretty hard to move to tears. Should I bring it up?
As expected of you, always so thoughtful. But don't worry, I don't normally cry during movies.
Famous last words.
Unless you want to see me cry.
Why do you gotta say it like that? In typical romance film fashion, starts with a sweet, heartwarming slice of day life. The couple happily seal their engagement in a meticulously planned proposal ceremony. But the good times don't last long. Perhaps the male protagonist got carried away with the excitement after the successful proposal. Determined to show his fiancée the best version of himself, he had to attempt an ultra-high difficulty aerial maneuver. Oh no. And that's where the tragedy strikes. The hopeful bride-to-be watches in horror as her beloved fiancé tumbles through the sky. That's a painful cry. Amid the brutal scene, Haramasa turns and looks at you, concerned. In dim light, your gaze meets his golden eyes. Haramasa seems to be studying your expression carefully.
Are you okay? Okay, that's good.
Well, aren't you caring? Looking back to the seat, his eyes return to the screen.
Wow. No wonder the reviews have been raving about this movie. It's actually pretty touching. If it makes you cry, you can tell me. I'm not gonna make fun of you or anything.
You're a cool guy, Haramasa. Just as the scene ends, the scene fades to black. You glance back at Haramasa. Despite the teasing words, there's a hint of laughter in his eyes. Next moment, the theater plunges into total darkness. Everything around you felt shut instantly. Haramasa seemed to take a quiet, deep breath. What you looking at?
It's just a movie.
He speaks softly, his voice almost dissolving into the darkness. You can't tell if it was for you or to himself.
I don't need any special flights, Joseph. All I want is for you to be safe. Please don't go, okay?
Arinda.
Don't you trust your fiancé? Just wait. I'll bring back some stars for you to see.
Oh, you fool.
No, I do. But I've seen accidents. I've seen you spiraling right in front of me. Joseph, please don't
Listen to your woman, man. The movie quickly reaches its climax. The heroine keeps on her wedding ring to travel into that morning, but every time she fails to stop them. Her fiancé falls before her eyes, over and over again. Sort of Groundhog Day movie, huh? As she watches helplessly as the rewind points keep slipping further back, only one chance remains. You turn around and look at Haramasa and catch him letting out a soft, faint sigh. You give him a reassuring pat on the shoulder. Haramasa doesn't turn around, but still quietly watching the screen. Under the flickering lights, a slight smile seems to play across his lips.
Not everyone can march toward an ending they know is doomed. But if it's you, I believe you can.
Why are you the only one to talk so hushily in the movies? You're throwing me off here, Haramasa. You're flustering me and I shouldn't be flustered. You watched the last play with Haramasa. The ending was so touching. After trying again and again, even in the face of countless desperate failures, the heroine never gave up and finally managed to save her fiancé.
To be honest, I don't really like the way the male lead behaved.
Yeah.
To perform such a high-risk maneuver for the sake of his fiancée, one shouldn't treat their life so recklessly. More importantly, he never considered how she might feel.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see their loved ones die right before their eyes. Of course, unless there's no other choice, no one wants to die in front of someone they love either. But anyway, the movie had a good ending. I'm really glad I got to watch it with you.
You're a good movie partner, too. Just stop making me flustered. Like, seriously, you've been like the only one so far to talk in a hushed voice throughout the movie
Despite
theater like you should be
plot
at movie
issues,
theaters, but
I still had a great
yeah,
time
you're the only
watching
one so
this
far.
movie.
It's throwing me off.
Even though it's a
Threw me
romance
off.
movie,
I wasn't ready
there
for
were
that.
some surprisingly deep thoughts on life, too. Though, honestly, it probably felt that way because I was watching it with you.
Stop that. Alright, it's getting late. Let's call it a day. The movie's emotionally intense, but best not to take it too seriously. See you. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Yeah, you too. I've also been strangely exhausted. Happy months are often fleeting, but they're enough to last forever. What you doing here, bro?
Hey, Belle.
Hey, bro. Called it. I knew you'd get here early.
Of course. Lost original film reels uncovered in an abandoned warehouse, now screening to promote the cinema. This kind of news is obviously targeted at cinephiles like us.
Exactly. Let's check it out today.
Let's see, This Is How I Am.
Huh? I thought we were gonna watch Invasion Next Gen.
Invasion Next Gen? Let me see. Ah, they did find these two films at the same warehouse. But that one's just another big budget action flick. Why do you want to watch the rough cut of a movie like that? This Is How I Am supposedly has an entire plot line that was eventually deleted.
That does sound
Thought it
interesting.
was a little too personal. Plus, there was pressure from the producer. So in the end, they scrapped the whole side story.
That does sound
But
interesting.
if you watch it in the original context with the special audio-visual design, it gives you a completely different perspective on the director's narrative.
There you go again. You really can't stop once you start talking about movies.
Aren't you the same?
Yeah, right. Also, I bet you didn't know that the cinema version of Invasion Next Gen changed its original ending.
Oh.
What were we talking about again? Well, since we have plenty of time, I guess I'll go watch Invasion Next Gen with you.
Well.
After your whole speech about how great This Is How I Am is, I'm actually kind of interested in watching that now.
Cool. Then let's watch it together.
Cool. A little sibling bonding time.
Enjoy the movie magic!
It's silent. We're watching This Is How I Am. Well, I'll let you perform the selection ritual. On it. I don't even have that movie, Invasion Next Gen. Alright. Let's go. Why does I sparkle with anticipation?
Whoops. I think I forgot to grab Belle some popcorn. Not surprised there's barely anyone here for this niche re-release. Thanks for coming to the movies with me, Belle. I know I'm an artsy, slow, retro documentary-loving guy, and this might not be fun for
I wonder what
you.
the inverse of this would be like.
I saw a post online saying those types of guys are the worst. Not trying to be nosy, but I might have accidentally seen the message you were sending your friend when we sat down. It said something like, "My incredibly clueless humanoid robot brother." Ouch. Sounds like I'm a walking embarrassment to you.
Ah, come on now, Wise. I'd never look down on you.
Alright. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Siblings squabble, but they eventually solve their issues. Even if tomorrow isn't any better, it wouldn't be worse than today. No matter how many times we hear that line in this movie, he always seems to get lost in thought. So if I turn around and check his reaction now, I bet I'll catch that. Meeting my gaze was another pair of eyes. Those all too familiar green eyes, and the dim light reflected by the screen, had contained the same mist since childhood.
Even if tomorrow isn't any better, it wouldn't be worse than today either. But life doesn't always work that way, does it?
Some things still say good.
Yeah, you're right. Some things will never change. Just like us. Even if things go downhill tomorrow.
Wise takes a deep breath and sinks back into the comfy chair.
At least Faithin will always have each other to count on.
That they will.
Adults would always be anxious about the future.
My air quotes monologue.
But I thought, even if tomorrow isn't any better, it wouldn't be worse either. And now I've grown up, while passing the outskirts of the streets and high
Is that
rises.
Hugo's voice?
I can almost still see the coastline, stretching east to west, vanishing into the dark. The streets we once walked, the memories, the fireworks, the sunsets, our childhood. They're all buried in there now.
The streets in the city once so familiar to the protagonists, memories of youth and fireworks all drowned in the hollow. Such stories once played on every corner of the old capital, and now every moment in our new era do. Of course, it's also Faithin's story.
Remember when we promised to open a video store when we were kids? We wanted to collect a ton of old videos and movies, just like this one. Hoping to piece together what the old civilization was really like. Before we realized it,
That's only one way to do it.
our own memories became part of the past. I may be a little slow at times, but you were totally copying how I talked just now, weren't you?
Maybe. The implant in your eyes couldn't detect infrared, but you still know your blood relative's face was turning tomato red.
I was just thinking about when we were kids at Helios Academy, that's all. Every sibling duo needs one who's all bubbly and one who gets all sentimental. That's how it works in movies, too.
But each can have their own moments of the opposite, which makes it more endearing.
I'm never talking with you during movies again.
Ah. Finished watching This Is How I Am with Wise. The flowing monologue and distinctive retro visuals were captivating. Even after the lights came up, it felt like the echoes of that sepia tone era went on.
We finally got to hear the rest of the protagonist's story in the director's cut. It felt like a wish was fulfilled.
I do kind of question the pink border to this
Although,
pairing.
I did get distracted a few times. Especially during the protagonist's monologue. It reminded me of all the things we've been through together. This is how I am. Belle, no matter what's in store for us, I'll always remember how we used to be.
Well, that was nice.
Once all the chaos in our lives settles down, I'll probably be a lot older by then. Maybe I'll make a nostalgic documentary myself. What do you think?
I'm sure you did great.
The Helios Academy, being a proxy, and Faithin. Not the kind of stuff you're allowed to put on the big screen.
Be a hell of a story, though. It already is just one season in. One season and one chapter. Back to the real world. That hazy feeling you get after watching film in the theater is completely different from when we watch the videotapes at home. Absolutely, yeah. Alright, now that we finished the movie, Bo, got any plans? How'd I actually feel? I got nothing going on. Usually pretty short on patience, but when now it comes to movies, huh? Go ahead, but don't come home too late, okay? Don't worry, bro. What are you doing? I was sitting a cinema for long. I'm gonna take a short walk around Lumina Square. You know, maybe kill some time before heading home. I'll be head off first then. See you at home. I'm saying getting by to your brother. You notice that there's still some time before the next movie starts. You don't find yourself like morning where to kill some time. What's going on over here? Wise went to newsstand. You buying a magazine? I won something. Not bad. Let's head to the cafe next. So he brought a scratch-out card and actually won. Don't tell me his luck is even better than mine. After that, Wise heads toward the coffee shop. I wonder... Oh, accessories, right, that was a thing. Maybe after this. So what accessories can I put on? How do I go about unlocking these? I'll have to look into that. Why's next stop is a coffee shop? Kinda think of it, we watched the movies for so long that we finished all the drinks we brought together with us. The aroma, the Tin Master seems to be in good mood today. Belle might like this. Alright, let's get to the HI Club next. Aren't you a little busybody? Now why standing from the HI Club? We're gonna play VR games? Wait, why does this routine seem weirdly familiar? Bro, what are you doing? Hey, Bill, why'd you follow me all the way here? That's my line, though. You got me. This is actually your route. After watching the movie you recommend, I suddenly wanted to trace your steps like that you take each day, to experience your daily life a bit, I suppose. Huh. I guess that is how I play. Go in a scratch-off ticket, then get a coffee, then to the HIA Club. But Fairy just messaged me saying that she needs help at home. Looks like the second assistant will have to skip on VR games today, and head back and see what she needs. Well, thank you for being so responsible. Alright, sure. After parting ways with your brother, you spot a familiar figure while heading back to the movie theater. Hey, it's Venus. Are you watching the movie alone, miss? What a coincidence. I'm here alone, too. How about we watch it together? The selection of films today is rather splendid indeed. No thanks. Don't be so quick to refuse. Watching a movie is more fun with company. I'll even cover your ticket fee. Well, am I getting it irresistible now? That's kind of you to offer, but no, I've already got plans. Plans? No way. You've been sitting here for quite a while, and I haven't seen anyone show up. How about I wait with you? If no one comes in, maybe we could... here I am, Beatus. Oh, you're here. I've been waiting here for ages. Oh, so your friend's here. That's cool. Have fun, but hey, maybe next time we could exchange contacts? No thanks, goodbye. Alright, come on, let's get the movie's about to start. And so, the awkward stranger gives a sheepish smile and makes the wise choice of walking away. Thanks for stepping in. I was trying so hard to stay calm, but no matter how I turned him down, it didn't work. Is Mercury in retrograde or something? Lately, I've been getting approached by strange strangers left and right and center. Well, just give me a call if you never be back up. You are a cute girl, after all. Yeah, next time for sure. And since you're already here, wanna watch a movie? Sorry, but I actually got some plans. I arranged to meet a commission broker here to exchange some intel. I thought waiting around in the cinema wouldn't draw attention, but turns out I was wrong. There weren't nearly as many people here before. Alright then. I'm telling the truth, not just making excuses. I'd love to catch a movie with you right now, if only I didn't have other stuff to take care of. I'm not doubting you, Venus. Oh, really? Oh, no. Lots of friendships start to crack after a conversation like this. Times like these need call for show up sincerity. How about this? Are you free tomorrow? We can watch a movie together then. It'll be my treat. Not just the ticket, but the ice cream and popcorn, too. Consider this my thanks for having my back today. Sure, but I'll have one condition, though. What is it? Go ahead and tell me. My bestest proxy surely wouldn't make things difficult for me. How about it'll be my treat instead? No way, if I let you help and pay for everything, wouldn't that make me a useless person who can't do anything but cling to newbies? No, I'm not going to be that kind of useless fool. So then, leave tomorrow blooming pants to me. I'll make sure you won't be disappointed. And with that, Venus waves goodbye and leaves. He'll be watching a movie together tomorrow. You're looking forward to hearing your alarm in the morning. Ooh, look at this outfit. Aren't you looking cool, Venus? But real quick, I'm gonna see if I can... Because why is he still dressed in his regular outfit, but... Will that change him in his... Would changing him into this here now be the one how to do it? Maybe when I see him next time, he'll actually be changing into it? Love the outfit, Venus.
There you are. Perfect timing.
I love hats like that. I wish I could wear them, but my hair's too...
I like your new outfit.
My hair's too big and thick.
Of course, I picked it just for today. Actually, I've had it for ages, but totally forgot it was in my closet. I was still struggling to pick what to wear yesterday when it suddenly hit me.
I think this
still
is
have
also the
this.
first time we've heard Venus's voice.
Not sure if I've put on a little weight lately, though. Be honest now, does this look a little snug?
You look great.
Not at all. It looks perfect on you.
Really? That's great.
The choker's a
Looks
nice
like I'm
touch
not
too.
so bad at fashion
And the
after
necklace
all.
too.
Oh, and my handbag. Does it go well with the outfit? I spent ages at the flea market before I found it. It matches my vibe perfectly, and it was super cheap. What a steal! The whole outfit and bag together only cost me... Wait, why am I telling everyone how cheap they were the first time I've ever worn them?
Hey,
Please,
don't be
forget
don't be
everything I
ashamed
said
of
about
that.
the
Getting it
prices.
thrifting's nothing to be ashamed of.
What prices? No idea what you're talking about. Anyway,
I think it's more impressive that you found an outfit that looks that good by thrifting.
now I feel like I should have dressed up too.
Oh? Thinking about shopping for some new clothes? Take me with you next time. I can give you some suggestions. As you can see, I happen to have pretty good taste when it comes to fashion.
That you do.
Cool. I'll be sure to ask you next time. I really want to get some nice and affordable outfits too.
All right, it's a deal. So, what's our plan for today? Any movies you're interested in?
Didn't you say yesterday that you would take care of picking the movies?
Yes, I did say that. But, I didn't have any good ideas, though. My original plan was to just leave all the planning to you, and I'd take care of the money.
Let's do it the other way around. I'll pay. I don't want you to have to work harder to make up for it.
Hey, no talking about work here. All right, let's head inside.
Alright then. I love that skirt too, it's so cool.
Enjoy the movie magic.
What movie should we watch? I just saw a poster with the most adorable puppy on it, but I didn't catch the title. Movie poster with a puppy, huh? Let's head and find out. Stray Paws. Venus looks delighted. Nobody can resist a puppy's charm after all. The movie hasn't even started yet, and Venus seems slightly nervous. Maybe we should make some small talk? She said no talking about work, so...
That's right, but she's not really a puppy anymore. Pika's actually quite big now. When she's fully stretched out, she can take up most of my bed.
Ah, it's a real big dog then.
When I adopted her from the shelter, she was just a tiny little thing. But she's always been well behaved. Not only does she not guard her food, but she even shares her treats with her other family members.
Aww. When she starts talking about animals, there's no stopping her. Shows her how taught you will.
Training, but really, Pika just has a kind and gentle nature. You know, pet ownership is a two-way street. We may raise our pets, but our pets help raise us, too.
That they do.
I want my kids to grow up with an influence like Pika. And Mochi and Empire, too. Kids who love animals all turn out good, don't you think?
Are you already stressing about their future?
Sorry. We were talking about puppies and I totally went off topic. I don't know why, but when I talk to you, I always end up thinking about the distant future.
Oh my.
Anyway, the movie's about to start. Let's watch.
How do you remember the whole side quest line we had with getting her an apartment? That was fun. The movie starts and Venus sits there neatly, watching the film in complete silence. Of course, she's type who likes to sit quietly in a coffee shop and zone out all day. Pass. Venus nods with a smile, pouring a generous handful of popcorn into her hand. Holding on to popcorn carefully, she stays focused on the movie.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
Huh. Seems like a fun movie. Ross the puppy. The movie reaches a touching yet intense scene where the master of their beloved dog finally reunites in the mud, only to face a life-or-death predicament. She stares intently at the big screen, tears streaming uncontrollably down her cheeks.
Oh.
They're tearing up.
Yeah, I really can't stand these kinds of scenes.
There's a reason the whole website Does Dog Dying exists on why.
I know it's all just acting, but even then, the little pup is trying so hard.
She starts crying even harder. Tissue?
Thank you.
She extends her hand, and just as the tense moment appears on the screen, you instantly feel your hand being clenched tightly, along with the tissue. Shouldn't pull away. Until you hold that position, facing the big screen for what feels like a long, long time. Actual hand-holding? Oh my goodness! How lewd. You finish watching Stray Pops together with Venus.
The movie was a real tearjerker. Seeing that dog reminded me of when Pika was a little puppy.
I really like to meet Pika.
I'll bring Pika out to play sometime. I can tell you're someone who loves animals too.
Even if I am more of a cat person, I do like dogs a lot.
Mochi is really shy, so I don't think I can bring her out. But I have a solution. If it's not too much trouble, maybe you could come over to my place and see them.
My goodness, we're just flirting with all the people, huh? Really, that okay?
I'll actually be going away for a while soon, and I've been worried about what to do with my 3 little ones while I'm gone. I've been looking for someone to help me fill up their food and water while I'm away. I was going to ask my mom for help, but she said she's afraid of big dogs and allergic to cats. So, if it's not too much trouble...
No problem. Until you make an agreement with Venus, if she ever needs to leave town, you'll be at her place, taking care of her pets. As to when exactly the day will be, Venus can't say. Seems like some intelligence work is needed. Anyway, when the time comes, make sure to bring plenty of snacks and get on their good side.
The film was shot really well, and the ending was perfect. Neither the person nor the pup let the other down. It was such a beautiful story.
Good movie. That was such a great movie. Too bad I only found out about the cinema's promotion today. You mean the VIP card promotion? Yeah, the rewards for promotion are quite tempting. With that VIP card, I could save quite a bit on tickets, and maybe even cut down on a few hours of work. But to think about it, not many people can get one, and since it's for the first 100 people, they'll probably all get handed out by the first me screening. I wonder what this legendary VIP card actually looks like. Looks like rather VIP. It looks like this. I see. Can't even tell if it's a VIP card. Yeah, they could have at least made it look a little more fancy. Hey, wait a second. Why do you have it? Well, no way. Is this really the legendary VIP card? Got it without even realizing, actually. Such terrifying dedication. Are newbies these days really going all out just on not on commissions, but even on watching movies? Here, why don't you have it? Me? Oh, no. I barely am come to watch movies, really. And I just watch them in my video store all the time. Video stores? You mean the one on 6th Street? I've heard great things about them online. I guess I might check it out sometime. In any case, really, take the card, it's fine. Well then, I guess I'll just shamelessly accept it. Alright, but not without giving you a gift in return. Venus rummaged through her pockets and pulls out a bracelet. A few days ago marked my 2nd anniversary in this industry, so I wanted to give a little memento to all the rookie proxies I can still get in touch with. Here it is, a handmade protective charm bracelet I crafted myself, to help keep proxies safe and sound in the hollows. Since it's my first time doing this, the craftsmanship might be a bit rough around the edges. The tutorial said it to burn the ends to prevent the knots from coming loose, but I didn't have a lighter at home. After thinking about it over, I had to use the stove, and I got my hands a bit burnt by the end, with all the knots. At least I managed to finish it, though. Though I've only made 2 so far. The second one's been quite a bit better than this first, but it still looks kind of crude. I thought about holding off on showing anyone for now. I wanted to wait until I got good enough to make something worthy of being a gift. But since the mood's just right, let me give you a nicer one. Don't just toss it out, okay? I went through quite a bit to make it, though. Of course, I would never throw out a gift. Yep, he'll definitely keep you safe and sound on every trip back from the Hollows. But to make it through your commissions in one piece, you'll have to use it together with the tips of rookie proxies. Aw, look at that. That's so nice. It matches her necklace, too. And just like that, you receive a protective charm bracelet from Venus. The bracelet isn't rough like she claimed it is. In fact, it's quite the opposite, an intricately woven silver cord bracelet adorned with little stars. I've got something else to do, so I gotta go. Let me guess, another part-time job? You got it, but I need to head on change first. Since you're here, do you want to grab a coffee and go? Alright, let's go to a coffee shop. I'll treat you to whatever you want. Hope the coffee shop isn't too crowded, but the line isn't too long. Come on now, you pay for the movie, so I gotta pay for coffee at least, right? Tim Mercer says it'll take about 10 minutes, so let's hang tight. It's been a while since I was last here. Same for me. Come to think of it, when we first met at Cough Cafe too, albeit not this one. Funny, back then I never would have imagined that we'd suddenly hang out here like this, waiting for our coffee. Do you only go to the coffee shop when there's commission to play? I won't say that exactly. When giving out commissions, I do tend to order coffee and then sit properly outside the shop for some time. But I usually go for a takeout when I'm in the mood for a cup. Alright, since we're waiting anyway, let's just stand around here. Let's not just stand around here, let's head to the second floor. The view up there is great too, you know. Might as well since we're here. How about taking a photo too? Why so sudden? Just marking the occasion with the new outfit. Sure, make sure to send me the photos too, alright? Until we go to the second floor together. Time to find a nice spot to look for a picture. Get both of them in frame. Yes. Good picture. Alright, got your photos. They look pretty good. Well then, consider this coffee my way of saying thanks. Alright then, I'm heading back now. Catch you next time. With that, Venus waves goodbye and leaves. Pretty good, she said. As you look closely at the photo, you suddenly notice that she's wearing a star neck bracelet on her own wrist too. It's identical to the one she gave you, though it looks a bit more basic and rough. So she gave us a nice one. She gave us a nice one. We got Vivian and Astra to see.
Movie magic.
Let's see one of the solo ones. A blast ball may appear. Pressing the blast ball will remove all thought bubbles currently on screen. So do hit those.
Finally, it's starting.
Starting to get a little out there, huh? I really love this beat. I hit the buttons too fast. They go away before I get to hit the big one. Ah, darn.
Famous scene.
Almost had it perfect.
Wanna watch it again?
Nah, you really have to get it perfect for the S rank, huh? Or the perfect S plus. Any mechanic with this one?
Finally, it's starting.
Da 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 da. Da, da, da. Not gonna move that one.
It's a famous scene.
Da 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 da.
Wanna watch it again?
That's a perfect score. Yeah, I like this event a lot. A lot of fun. Now then. Got Ambi, Astra, and Vivian. Let's see. Let's go with Ambi first. There you are. I thought I'd run into you here. Gravitational has been running a promo lately. I figured you wouldn't want to miss it. I've basically been living at the cinema lately. Aside from sleep, this has increased my odds of seeing you to at least 35.5%. And what about your work with the cutting hairs? Nicole heard how the huge promotion is and gave me a lengthy vacation for her own accord. The more you watch now, the less you'll need to watch later. The more you watch, the more you get out of the promotion. That's what she said, and she wanted me to make the most of the opportunity. That's very Nicole. Yeah, I plan on following her advice. I watched all the movies I haven't seen before going back. What are you planning to watch today? If you haven't seen it yet, we could watch it together. Whatever you want, sure. How about Small Body Big Crisis? It's got great reviews, but I don't really usually see comedy films. That's a good choice. Sure, let's go with that one then. I'm so bugged by the fact that I got so flustered with Haramasa's movie watching experience. Amy stares intently ahead, and while she's always focused on her movies, you can tell she's especially excited for today's film.
What would it feel like to be a Bangbu?
Even though I linked with Eos, if I had to live like that...
You wouldn't be able to eat burgers, and the seat in front of you would always block your view at the movies.
Tragic. Give him a hug.
You treat Bangbu very well. Becoming one of your Bangbus should be a blessing.
Give your Emily a hug for me. I'm sure it feels like to be a Bangbu of the cutting hairs.
When Nicole couldn't pay the rent and everyone had to survive on instant noodles, it couldn't get any plug-in updates either. But whenever we have some income, Nicole always updates it first before going to buy frozen food and discounted snacks.
Aww. The movie has everyone in fits of laughter. Even Ambi has a smile on her face. Okay, who's doing that? Come on now, it's the #1 rule of the theater. We're talking like that loudly on the phone is just too much.
I can't tolerate such behavior. Respecting other people's movie experience is also a form of respecting the film itself.
Exactly. Me or myself? You turn your head, trying to stop the person with a stick gesture, but she ignores you. You can't give up, though. After sharing looks with the nearby viewers, everyone unites with their shared sense of indignation. You all pressure him to collect the gaze until finally he quietly exits the theater.
As expected of a proxy, you dealt with that in no time.
I didn't do it alone. Just like I don't doing a proxy alone.
That was one way to handle it. I always learn so much when I'm around you.
Bob.
Daydreaming again, little Bang Boo.
How do you learn Bangbu language?
My squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Petted to me always sounds grammatically incorrect. Like, I feel it should just be like pet only, like not petted. It just doesn't quite sound right. The main character finally finds the Bangu they swap bodies with, and the human versus Bangu stand-up ensues that has the audience raptured.
The comedy comes in bursts and has a really distinct style. Looks like the reviews were right after all. I'm adding this to Anby's 50 must-watch movies.
50? That many, huh? Wasn't it 40 before?
It was actually only 10 at first.
What are the other one lists you have? Oh, I see. Is there also an anime must-try burgers list?
Nope. Every burger should be a must-try.
Ah, of course. How foolish of me. Speaking of which, for some reason I feel like I can smell burgers. Did you sneak in money or food? It is a burger. She brought in a burger.
Burgers and movies are soulmates. We can split mine. Half each.
Cool. MB cuts the burger in half with hands over half with more patty. Feels like you're absorbing the joyful atmosphere around you while you eat the burger. Enjoy the funny scenes. Feels like I'm eating a movie.
When paired with a burger, a movie you
Her nails are painted different colors. That's so nice. I didn't notice that. I thought only one color on her nails.
That's the secret to watching movies.
You finished watching The Small Body Big Crisis.
That was pretty funny.
Your expression says otherwise, though.
You enjoyed it too, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I really liked the ending. After the main character turns back into a human, he didn't abandon the Bangbu friend who helped him. Or the place that sheltered him during his days as a Bangbu. He might be the main character of a comedy, but he earned my respect. He was much more loyal than I was.
No, come on now, Ambi. We've been over this.
It's not, but I've been running from it for so long.
And you did face it before. We went through it all. You're doing perfectly fine. You're one of our most trusted friends.
Really?
Of course.
I never thought I'd actually hear such movie-like lines in real life.
They happen every now and then.
Today was much more than just watching a great movie. If life's a comedy, maybe there's not much difference between humans and Bangbu. This movie will probably be on my Anby's must-watch movies list for quite a while. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope we can come back with everyone from the Cunning Hares sometime.
Sounds like a blast. I'm sure Billy would have some interesting commentary to share with. So when a human turns into a Bangbu, are they still human or are they just Bangbu? Maybe there is no difference. Everyone's got different standards, but honestly, I don't think there's much difference between the two. He always makes so much sense, just like a movie protagonist. If I stick by your side, I might just defeat the bad guys. Maybe I'll even become a hero's companion. But even heroes need to eat. I wonder if there's a protagonist out there who's into burgers. Can I think of one? Not sure. Not off the top of my head, at least. Wow, for real. Awesome work. Please wait a moment. Now let me verify that for you. And confirm, this customer has indeed achieved their target. I'd expect no less from a hardcore film buff who endorsed by Miss Asha. Actually, regardless of ranking, we've got good gifts prepared for all customers who complete the challenge. Next up, we'll upgrade your card's privileges benefits. Really now? Unfortunately, dear customer, you actually placed second in the challenge, so you wouldn't be getting that exclusive first place membership card. Who's in first place? That customer who attended by my colleague, but judging by their timing, they're probably the little one who just left. If you're curious about their identity, you might still be accustomed if you head out now. Thanks for the intel. So you? Excuse me, citizen, may I have a moment of your time? Have you seen any suspicious-looking bamboo around here? No. Ah, I see. In that case, sorry to bother you. Have a good day. Uh-huh. Hey, Eos, what you doing out here? Getting paid to watch movies. Could something so perfect really exist? Oh, Belle, it's you. What are you doing out here, Eos? Yesterday, Emilian told me that a bamboo at Lumen Square said that you can earn lots of money from your master just by watching movies and paying attention to them. Emilian wanted to investigate and see how much such a thing was possible, but it was going to Hollow in the cold today, so asked me to come instead. So that's why you're here, huh? So I bet know about it either. If only we could track down that strange bamboo and ask for the more details. Freeze, don't move, put your hand in the air where I can see them. Something rings out, and without warning you and both you Leos raise your hands. After days and days of following your trail, I finally caught you at last, you scoundrel. I surrender. Phew, that gave me scared. I thought we were the ones under arrest. Excuse me, officer, but what did this bamboo do? Well, here's a rundown of it. Gravity Cinema has been hosting a movie screening event for the last 3 days, but someone discovered that bootleg recordings were being uploaded online. Since the camera was perfectly steady and the movies were filmed with a very low angle, we suspected bamboo as the culprit. So this must be the bamboo that Emilian mentioned, the one that watched the movie to earn money for its master. Couldn't be more obvious. Look, it's holding the master's movie card. Aha! And so this is the one to actually limited edition card from placing first in the cinema's movie watching event. Pretty ironic, huh? So I was bested by bamboo. Bill, what are you talking about? Oh, I see. So you're also part of the cinema event. Since little Phil went out of the theater to make his master money, looks like you're the real number one. That's right, you don't need to worry about not being first, Belle. Yeah, and enjoying the movie is what matters most. And I wish I had the time to kick back and watch a flick or two. I'll leave it to you then. Gotta take the little troublemaker back to the precinct for proper grilling in the meantime. See ya. Goodbye, come on, Belle, let's head home. And just like that, your action-packed movie week comes to an end. Oh, not quite yet. We got 2 more dates to go through.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Also do this one. We are the ultimate movie watcher.
The story begins.
Da 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 da. I really don't play rhythm games ever, but I keep saying I would like to get into one, like maybe try Muse Dash or something. I have it on my wish list, I just haven't tried it out yet. I would like to try some sort of rhythm game though.
Here we go!
That. Da, da. Da, da, da.
Wanna watch it again?
Perfect. Okay. Now, we got 2 more dates. Let's go on the movie with Astra. Great, as expected, there aren't many people around this at the time. Well, it isn't the last late night showing. Well, it is the last late night showing. Yeah, I just kind of this time to avoid drawing attention. I'm not disturbing your sleep schedule, am I? No worries, it's nowhere near my bedtime. So what should we watch? Not many options at this hour, though. Let's pick something perfect for a late night screening. Horror movies then? I'm cool with it. You keen? Of course I am. Well, as long as it's not as long as it's Haunted Roses, that is. And what's so special about that one? I mean, it's a movie I starred in, so I know every scene by heart. There's no way it'd scare me. If anything, I'm worried you might get so scared you'll jump into my arms with a wah. And, so you're the lead actress there, huh? Yep, we went all the way to White Peninsula to shoot those scenes. So, what do you say? When it comes to this movie, I've got a good natural immunity to the scary stuff, you know? Let's do it then. Alright, I'll leave the tickets purchased to you. This should be fun. Asher looks excited about this movie.
Just as I thought. Almost no one's around for the late night screenings. The seats are kind of close to the front, but I doubt anyone will recognize me.
It is a dark room after all.
Just to be safe, let's keep our voices down so we don't draw attention.
Of course, of course.
These seats have way too much space between them, though. If we could sit just a little closer, it'd be easier to hear each other.
Astra?
Ooh, look! The armrest moves. Perfect. Now we can sit closer. The movie's about to start, so get ready to see my performance.
I'm sure you'll look great. The opening of the film is a somewhat eerie vibe, but it wasn't really scary, especially after Astra's character made her entrance. Her stunning looks and style totally stole the show, completely overshadowing any horror vibes. Astra's watching very seriously.
When we first filmed this scene, the director wanted me to look both evil and charming at the same time. It's my first time playing this sort of character. Do you think I pulled off the whole evil but charming vibe?
It's a little hard to call you evil with how cute you are. You look pretty wicked already.
There are even more wickedly charming close-ups later. Well, let's just wait and see. I'll ask for your thoughts after the movie.
It seems that Asher is quite satisfied with her subsequent performance, so you continue watching.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Hey, that's Anton, ain't it?
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
The second half of the movie suddenly became much more terrifying than before. The atmosphere intensified immediately. And Astra... She's watching with her eyes closed. Ha! So you are just going to listen now, or what?
Whoa. Okay, this is kind of scary. Those props didn't feel scary at all when we were filming, but now when you see them on the big screen...
Oh, those effects put in now, yeah.
Nope. I can't watch anymore.
Ka.
Can you help me out?
How so? Astra squints, wanting to look but not daring to. She leans in closer with half her body already scooting into your seat.
You know, just tell me when the scary part is over.
Sure thing, I'll play nice.
It's over? Oh, thank goodness. That scared me half to death.
Aw.
I'm so glad you're here, or I might have had to sit through the whole second half with my eyes closed.
Astra sits a bit more as the movie near its end. You finish watching the house Haunted Rouge with Astra Yao.
Oh, it's over. That was way scarier than I thought. And to think everyone was all jokes and giggles during breaks on set. The final cut turned out so powerful. The director is amazing.
I didn't see the wickedly charming close-up you mentioned, though.
You know, the scene where I kissed the red veil, left a lip print, and tossed it into the woods.
Hmm.
So, what did you think of it?
Ooh. Ha!
Come on now. Well, how about I give it to you as a souvenir?
Yes! Really?
When we wrapped, the crew let us each take home one prop, and I picked the veil. It's a little keepsake of my first.
Oh, they meant the veil. The veil. Oh.
Ah, but it still has my lip print on it. Want me to wash it before I give it to you?
No. And so, amid intimate conversation, the movie credits roll to an end.
This was my first time doing a movie like this. The director told me to look at the guest like I was eyeing my next prey.
I guess that's the closest we can get to actually getting a kiss here.
Practicing that stare. The scene where I lifted the veil to reveal my glare even scared me. I didn't realize I could look that terrifying.
So that leaves but one more movie. It's so late already. The only downside to midnight screens is how late it gets when they're over. Good thing I'm off work tomorrow. Gotta catch up on some serious sleep. Starting back to make a block for lost time. Yep, we should get some rest too. Let's catch another movie together next time. Which leaves one more best girl around to watch a movie with. Vivian. Would you be willing to watch the Port Peak with me, Lord Phaeton? So that's your type of movie. A horror flick, huh? I seldom watch horror films. That's why I wanted to check this one out. With you. Please don't worry, I'm not the type to freak out during the scary parts. Promise. I won't distract you or anything. Oh, you'll be plenty distracting, just not because of the reactions or the movie. I don't know what I was trying to say, but... Finally seeing a movie with Vivian. Definitely nailed this one down. Vivian looks excited. Who would have thought she'd be so into this kind of film? I think she's more just interested in being here with you. I wonder if Vivian can handle the scary scenes. She doesn't seem like a particularly timid person, but just to be sure, I should give her a heads up. I'd never spoil.
Looks like I should be a little more scared. That way I'll have an excuse to whisper in your ear later.
You don't need to make an excuse for that. All flustered again. Jeez. More than usual, more than visuals, that actually makes immersive sounds that really get me. It feels much more intense in a theater than it does at home. And all the honest gasps and quiet screams in the theater just add to it. Wait, why is the sound getting closer?
The lumberjack is so scary.
Aw, Vivian. Ah, darn it. No!
I would never lie to you, Lord Faith.
No. Ah. No, I'm getting this right. I'm getting this right. I'm not messing this up. How could I mess up Vivian's out of everyone's? How could I mess her out? How could I get the wrong one?
The lumberjack is... Huh? I'm not that scared.
Right, listen. There's no mess up, but you keep moving forward.
But can I hold on to your sleeve? I'll feel much better that way. You move your arm closer to Vivian's. Vivian's grip is very light, just barely pinching the edge of your sleeve. Her fingertips swing with a soft breathing, brush against your wrist as the back of your hand, like being tenderly pecked by a small bird, causing a slight tickle.
This nameplate. It's from the lumberjack. Prototype E07. Someone's building these mechanical monsters.
Dun dun dun. So that's the kind of movie it is, huh?
We walked right into some sort of weird experiment. Oh no.
Seems... If only they'd make these movies real.
But there's good news. Look over there. No one said there was only one lumberjack.
That's not good news. That's not good news at all. Horror movies aren't that scary once you get used to the sound effects and figure out the timing of the jump scares. In the later half, all the friends took turns protecting each other, just trying to get the youngest one away from the nightmarish mountain. You turn to look at Vivian and notice that her eyes are a bit red. What's wrong? Tissue? I've taken tissue. Vivian scoots a bit closer. Are you okay? Vivian pokes her cheek with her index finger, like she's telling you to focus on the screen. Stop staring at me. Her brain tip feels carefully trimmed and rounded. She's so close, yet the hem of her skirt brushes against your leg. The lace edge tickles your finger just a bit. Her nails are rounded, huh?
The story is almost at the climax, Lord Vathan. Just watch now.
Her nails are trimmed, you say? You watch the poor pig with Vivian. Although it's a horror movie, the final scene where the person who finally escaped with all the help of their friends look like a poor pig and sheds tears while holding a group photo untouched by many hearts.
Even though she made it out, seeing her standing in the sunlight still made me feel kind of sad.
That's how some movies go.
Watching your friends die and being the only one left. Sorry, I'm being overly sentimental. It's just a horror movie.
Nothing wrong with that. No, not at all. You're just emotionally perceptive. And honestly, I felt a bit wistful too.
What stood out to me the most wasn't the horror. It was how they kept instinctively protecting their backpacks while running away. They were protecting the gifts and decorations they had prepared for their friend's birthday celebration.
That does sound like a really good movie.
And that boy, the first one the lumberjack took. At the end, he smiled and said he was just stepping out to tune his guitar so his friends wouldn't worry.
That's always how it starts.
That kind of lingering regret hits even harder than death itself.
The end. Lord Vathan, thank you for keeping me company today. If there's any movie you'd like to watch in our day, I'd be glad to accompany you. Or rather, please be sure to invite me to watch it with you. For sure. Wonderful. It's so then. I'll be waiting for your message, Lord Vathan. But alas, that was the last one.
What are you gonna see this time?
We're all done now. That was so much fun. It was so much fun getting to see everyone just going on all those dates. It's a defense type. I figured they'd be giving out a support type. I think the ones they show, the new characters they show, were support type characters. We don't really have many defense type characters yet in the game. But alas, that is the end of this little event. That was so much fun.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Man, I hope they do more events like this in the future. Just more ways to hang out with characters and have those slightly somewhat intimate moments with them. Something to just enjoy, make you just like the characters all the more, you know? But I guess we'll have to head out and find something else to do for now.